Hay algunos dibujos animados que parecen demasiado inocentes, tan dulces e inofensivos que nunca los cuestionarías. Pero hoy voy a mostrarte la verdad perturbadora que se esconde dentro de algunos de los programas infantiles más populares. ¿Y si te dijera que Bluey podría haberse inspirado en una tragedia real? ¿O que el final Cocomelon está diseñado para hipnotizar a los niños? Pero, ¿y si ese fuera el objetivo? Hay una historia inquietante que circula en foros desde hace años. Supuestamente, unos padres dejaron a su hijo viendo Cocomelon toda la noche y notaron algo aterrador en el monitor del bebé. A las 3:33 de la madrugada, la pantalla comenzó a parpadear. El personaje de Cocomelon en la tele no estaba bailando. Estaba mirando directamente a la cámara, sonriendo. Y después la pantalla se puso negra. Durante las siguientes 2 horas, el niño quedó como en trance, sentado, con los ojos muy abiertos, repitiendo la misma canción una y otra vez. Esta teoría se refuerza con relatos de padres que dicen que sus hijos han tenido crisis después de ver el programa. No berrinches, sino gritos desesperados, como si algo se hubiera activado. ¿Será solo sobreestimulación? ¿O hay algo más oscuro codificado en la animación? Reto: ¿alguna vez viste algo extraño en un dibujo animado? Deja el minuto exacto en los comentarios. Quiero revisarlo yo mismo. Probablemente has visto Peppa Pig, ¿verdad?
And embarrassment for the entire family. When her dad finally had enough, he got a horrific idea. He chained Peppa to her bed so she could never leave her own room. Years later, the parents had another child whom they also named Peppa. This Peppa replaced the original Peppa, who is still locked in her room. Now if you Google Peppa Pig house wallpaper, something horrifying comes up. At first glance, this looks like a normal picture, but if you look closer, you can see the original Peppa still locked inside her room.
Esos cerditos adorables viviendo su vida feliz en caricatura. Pero hay una teoría oscura que asegura que este programa esconde algo aterrador. Circula una creepypasta viral que afirma que Peppa Pig no siempre fue pensada para niños. En el piloto original, Peppa ni siquiera estaba viva. Estaba conectada a una máquina de soporte vital, sufriendo de una enfermedad que sus padres se negaron a tratar. La teoría dice que sus padres la desconectaron, y que cada episodio, después de eso, es solo un sueño en su mente mientras se desvanece en el hospital. Lo más inquietante, algunas personas dicen que esa versión llegó a transmitirse por unos segundos en un canal extranjero durante la madrugada y fue retirada de inmediato, pero un niño la grabó y la subió, y si buscas lo suficiente, dicen que todavía existe en algún rincón de internet. Reto: si alguna vez viste Peppa Pig, te reto a comentar "la vi parpadear". Vamos a ver cuántos se dan cuenta de lo que hablo. Bluey es uno de los programas más queridos por niños y padres.
Everything you know about Bluey is 100% wrong.
Are you talking about Bluey the kid show?
No, it's not just a kid show. If you look closely, you'll notice Bluey actually has tons of dark secrets.
How dark could it be? They used blue healers to make the show.
And?
So blue healers were bred to help farmers with their livestock. They were trained to move animals by nipping at their heels. That's why the show teaches responsibility and problem solving.
It does teach valuable lessons, but some are pretty dark.
How?
So there's 3 things a lot of people missed, and it starts with the episode called The Show. This is when Bluey and Bingo were doing a performance about Chili's life. So Bingo was playing as Chili and pretending to be pregnant with a balloon. They were all laughing until the balloon popped. The dad reacted by grabbing Chili's hand. They're saying this suggests that Chili had a miscarriage.
I don't think that was directly about a miscarriage, but rather the thought of them losing a child deeply saddened them.
No, she 100% had a miscarriage, either recently or before giving birth to Bluey. But listen, the second one is pretty crazy. It's about Muffin and Socks. They're saying they might have autism.
Oh, that explains why Muffin is always erratic and Socks walks on all 4.
I mean, she's crawling on all 4s because she's a baby.
She's not really a baby.
Okay, just listen to the last one. It's about Indy's mother. If you notice, her daughter has a very restrictive diet. In one of the episodes, Indy says she can't have a sausage because of chemicals.
But I'm not allowed that.
But also, she can't have Poffertjes because of gluten, dairy, and sugar.
Oh yeah, that's why Bluey couldn't share her toffee apple with Indy, because it has sugar.
No, exactly. People are saying Indy's mom is obsessed with eating healthy, which forces her daughter to only eat things her mom deems as safe. That's why we always see Indy sad when she can't eat certain foods.
Pero hay algo que simplemente se siente raro. ¿Alguna vez notaste que el programa nunca muestra la escuela de Bluey completa? ¿O que ciertos personajes aparecen una sola vez y nunca más regresan? Existe una teoría en TikTok que dice que Bluey y su familia viven en una simulación. Por eso, cada episodio se reinicia. Por eso, nunca hay consecuencias reales. Algunos usuarios aseguran haber visto un fallo en un episodio. La sombra de Bluey desapareció por 2 minutos completos, aunque ella seguía moviéndose. Y cuando intentaron volver a verlo, la escena ya estaba cambiada. Pero lo peor es esto. Un canal de YouTube analizó el audio de fondo de un episodio y lo ralentizó. Lo que encontraron fue perturbador. El sonido tenue de niños gritando. Niños reales, no actores de voz. Y una voz profunda susurrando. Ellos siguen aquí. Reto. Si eres lo suficientemente valiente, pon cualquier episodio de Bluey, siléncialo exactamente en el minuto 4:44 y escucha con atención. Si oyes algo, comenta qué fue. Yo voy a leer cada uno. Nunca esperarías que un clásico como Mickey Mouse estuviera relacionado con algo tan oscuro.
Now, I'm pretty sure, young or old, a lot of us know who Mickey Mouse is. He's the face of Walt Disney Studios and basically Disney's mascot. And with his iconic face and ears, Mickey Mouse is known across the globe as this harmless, peaceful mouse. Or is he? What if I told you Mickey Mouse must be stopped? And he's doing something very suspicious right in front of our face. Because we all know who Pluto is, right? He's Mickey Mouse's pet dog. But you know who else is a dog? Goofy. So why is Pluto the only dog on a leash? And bossed around by a mouse with gloves? Mickey is Goofy's best friend. Shouldn't Goofy be mad about this? I mean, Goofy does have a son, and imagine how he would feel if he found out his son was somebody else's pet. He wouldn't be okay with that. So you're probably wondering, why is Goofy and Pluto letting this slide? And the only answer I can come up with is that Goofy is dumb. And not only that, seeing your own race as a pet is normal in Mickey Mouse. Because a lot of sick stuff goes on in Mickey Mouse, especially with Donald the Duck, who you can see in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse feeding other ducks. As if he's not one of them, and they're just some wild animals. And not only that, there's scenes where he's eating his own kind. Like on Thanksgiving. Is that a turkey? I think that it's safe to say that there's cannibalism and slavery going on in Mickey Mouse. Why else is there animals with clothes on and the other one's not? Why else is one's race okay with the other one on the leash? Why else is Donald eating on a plate at home while other people in his race are eating off the floor outside? Disney, I caught you red-handed.
Pero esto se remonta a un episodio perdido, conocido como suicidemouse.avi. Supuestamente mostraba a Mickey caminando por una calle en blanco y negro, sin música, solo ruidos distorsionados y gritos lejanos. El video duraba más de 9 minutos, y el rostro de Mickey iba cambiando lentamente. Sus ojos se derretían, su sonrisa se torcía, y luego, silencio total. Se dice que un editor que lo vio completo comenzó a llorar sin control, y nunca volvió a trabajar en animación. Algunos incluso creen que el episodio está maldito, que si lo ves entero, empezarás a escuchar la risa de Mickey, incluso cuando no haya nada reproduciéndose. Reto. Si eres lo bastante valiente, escribe en los comentarios. No le tengo miedo al ratón. Vamos a ver cuántos de ustedes realmente no lo tienen. ¿Recuerdas Max y Ruby?
This is the darkest episode of Max and Ruby. You remember Max and Ruby, that innocent cartoon with the bunny siblings? But what if I told you someone hacked it and uploaded something horrifying? The file was called Max and Ruby 4. It started as a normal episode at first, and until some hackers added their own footage, Max started crying for minutes. No music, just him, staring at a photo of his parents. Then it cuts. Ruby's gone. Max is digging in a grave. His eyes were all black. His mouth was sewn shut. He opens the coffin and screams. Some say it aired once, at 3 a.m. on Canadian TV. Others claim they found it hidden in old torrents. But every time the file shows up again, it disappears, like someone doesn't want you to see it. There is also a lot of versions of the episode since they can't recall what happened. Some just say that it was only 5 seconds of Max having black eyes with blood coming out of them. And of course this is a creepypasta, so this is not real. But people claim that this really happened. so no one really knows what happened that day, which makes it more scary.
Remember Max and Ruby? A sweet, calm show about two bunny siblings. But the original show had no parents. Ever notice that? No mention of where they are, no explanations, just Max and Ruby. There's a chilling fan theory that Max doesn't speak much because of trauma. Supposedly, he witnessed a car crash where his parents died,